son, I love him for him, I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble.
It was a common sight in the 80s and 90s, not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the San Francisco 49ers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On first down, Fleming, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, ready.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Off the play fake here, Rivers. And going deep for Hill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. And not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Watch twist.
This time, Jackson will throw it. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now a give, right side. It's Fleming, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll run on 1st down. Dillon. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They'll try the left side. It's Fleming. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Let's go. Tell the ending. Go small. Coming. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mongo. I got him. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. Ready, go. Ready, go.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers, and his throw here's incomplete. It was Minkah Fitzpatrick that time to break that one up.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. Buying time to his left. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Clay. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
Ready! Hey, front 80! Load it! Load it!
They run. Devontae Freeman. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Front 80!
On 2nd and 9, Rivers. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Easy, easy. 0.
At the 39-yard line.
Play fake, Rivers. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 17-yard line.
Check, 380, 380, alpha. Any deck. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist to right.
From the red zone now, Rivers. Flushed, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. DeForest Buckner, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Rivers. It's complete to Robinson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Gets it off to Freeman. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Rush in, rush in.
They'll run here with Freeman. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with third down upcoming. They look to run with Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Check 49, check 49.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Now this time he'll look to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
This is Freeman on first and 10. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Mike 42.
Freeman. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from Mick.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. DeForest Buckner in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
Good job.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. That catch good for 5. It's third down. An extra DB for the 49ers now on third.
79! 79! Run 80!
Now Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 8. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to air one out. They've got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe.
To throw is Jackson. Going to throw again. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Rivers. Forced out to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left. He's got a man complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Freeman again. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. This is caught by Robinson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 23.
Check safety, check safety.
On play action, Rivers. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. He was looking for Charles Clay as tight end. And it's 2nd down.
Check 9, check 9. 12. Load it. Load it.
Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Undercross. You draw forfeit.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down.
Check 24. Check 24.
Check 31, check 31. He's checking. Alert 3, alert 3.
Now Jackson on 1st down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tack McKinley has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. We talk about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
13 yards there and a Niner 1st.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll try the left side. Fleming, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
I'm coming after you.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Fleming. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Jackson now off the bootleg. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. 3rd down here.
When you can count on one hand the number of completions you've had in a game and we're in the second half, that tells you it's really not been your day.
Yeah, but you're losing. You can't just abandon the passing game altogether.
Yeah, maybe you can get hot, string a few together, and get rolling.
To throw on 3rd down. Jackson dancing to his left. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
And there's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game. And on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball. But here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that. And that means opening things up again, being a little more free